hope you're all well. I can't believe it's February. January seemed to go very slowly, as always. I wish I could say it flew by, but it really didn't. It feels really good to just sit down and have a chat with you guys, and today I'm going to be talking all about health, because January was obviously the month all about health and well-being and New Year's resolutions, and I know it can be a little bit overwhelming, so I just wanted to chat all about that basically. I felt like all I was seeing last month was dry January, veganuary, gym memberships being advertised everywhere, social media just absolutely blew up with everyone's like fitness routines and their new healthy eating diet plans, which is absolutely brilliant because, you know, obviously I've built pretty much my whole channel around well-being. It's something I'm so passionate about, and I'm trying to make health and well-being just like normal and accepted by society to eat, you know, however you want to eat, and to kind of not be advertising all of the really unhealthy things as much as they are currently. So to see it all everywhere was brilliant. But, and like I've said, I've built my like kind of channel and my career, I suppose, around health and well-being, and even I found it a little bit overwhelming. And I was just thinking, like, this is actually mad. Like, January, I feel like everyone's gone a bit crazy, and I wanted to talk to you guys about how it's actually okay if you're not sticking to some mad fitness routine and you're not, you know, gymming every single day and you're not eating a clean diet 24/7. That is okay, and I know that it can actually make you feel really, really guilty when you see and you feel like everyone else is, because to be honest, it's not really the case. I think New Year's resolutions are brilliant because obviously they just kind of kickstart your motivation, and you have all of these resolutions for the rest of the year, and it kind of gets you off to a good start basically. I just wish that resolutions were kind of stuck to throughout the whole year. Not that people give them up, that's not what I'm saying. It's more that, why do we have to make all of these kind of agreements to ourselves and set ourselves challenges right at the beginning of the year, and then it can just make you feel a bit guilty when you kind of slip up or you're not sticking to it, and halfway through the year you've kind of already forgotten about your resolutions. So I was actually talking to my friend Venetia Falconer, who has her own brilliant YouTube channel. She's a really good friend of mine, and we were just chatting about New Year's resolutions, exactly this, how, you know, I kind of wish they were just spread out throughout the year. And she made a really good point about how January is actually probably one of the hardest months of the year to stick to something, because it's bang smack in the middle of winter. Well, in the UK it is anyway. I know in Australia it's not, but January for us is like freezing cold, it's dark, it's really not the best month. And yet we're meant to like commit to all of this, like the fitness and the food. Like, January is kind of naturally the month when you want to be eating comfort food and like just looking after yourself and keeping warm. So we were like, it would just be really great if you could make resolutions quarterly or monthly, or just kind of at your own accord. Like, if you feel like in March, right, I'm gonna set my resolutions now, that's absolutely fine. Like, no one is making these rules for you. You can totally just dictate what it is that you want to commit to and set those goals whenever it is that you want. Hearing people talk about their new fitness and diet plans in January can be really, really inspiring. But at the same time, it can quite often make us feel guilty about our own normal eating habits or fitness routines, because everyone is different. You know, people will be talking last month in January all about how they went to the gym every single day and they were doing, you know, CrossFit or lifting really heavy weights or running like 10 miles a day or something, which is unbelievable for those people. And, you know, rightly so if they want to talk about it and they're excited about it, and it probably encourages them a bit more to continue with it, which is brilliant. But I do think for a lot of people it can just make you feel really rubbish about yourself, and it's like, oh well, I haven't been on a run in like 3 weeks, and I've actually just been really busy with work, and I haven't been able to go to the gym, and my eating hasn't been as clean as everyone else's. But that's absolutely fine, and I just really don't think anyone should ever feel guilty about their own personal routines, whether that's fitness or eating, work or anything, you know? It's just, it's your own life, it's no one else's, and you can't compare yourself to other people. And also, I think the last thing you want to do is join a gym or book classes or anything like that because you feel guilty about yourself, because you're instantly getting into that fitness in a negative mindset and you're going to feel rubbish and you're not going to want to go. I think fitness should be all about you and whether you want to go, not because you feel like you have to go. It should just be a natural thing of, oh, I feel really good, like I want to go to the gym, or I want to go on a run, or I want to do yoga, and you feel excited, you set your alarm early, or you go off to work, and you know, when you're there, you're feeling great because no one else has made that decision for you, you've chosen to go. Whereas I think often in January, we can feel pressurized to exercise, and actually sometimes our body just isn't up for it and we need to listen to our bodies. I think especially after Christmas, like Christmas is all about indulging, right? And I personally definitely indulge. Like I was eating way more chocolate, I had this crazy sweet tooth throughout the whole of December and I just ate way more than I usually would, but that's fine. Like I just went home, I enjoyed myself, I was with friends and family and just had the best time, and that's fine. It does mean that when you kind of get back into things, came back to London, I was feeling a bit like sluggish and a bit like, oh dear, what has happened? I've really kind of let myself go for a couple of weeks. But then the last thing I wanted to do was like get straight into my crazy like fitness routine. Like I didn't want to go on really long runs suddenly and go to my usual classes like Barry's and Co-box and stuff. As much as I absolutely adore them, I just feel like the month of January for me was all about easing myself back into health and fitness. And I love comfort, like warming, hearty comfort foods in this time of the year in winter. So I'm making loads of like big stews and lots of like grains, you know, like rice and quinoa, like hearty meals. The last thing I want is a salad right now. But that's fine, you know, that's just how I feel right now. I've been doing yoga a lot. I've been doing various different yoga classes in my area and I've been loving that. It's been so chilled and relaxing. Although last week and the week before I was doing 6:30 a.m. classes for 60 to 90 minutes. And that was a bit much. Like I was up at 5:30 every day and by the weekend I was just zonked. So yeah, I've learned actually, as much as yoga can be very relaxing, it's probably better sometimes to do it in the evenings if you don't have the time to do it at a decent time in the morning. So I basically just wanted to say, if you are feeling right now the pressure to be healthy and maybe right now you're not feeling like the healthiest, fittest version of yourself, don't worry about it. You may not have reached certain January fitness goals and eating, like I say, like super clean. It's just sometimes really unrealistic, especially this time of the year, like I said. And to be honest, most of the people that have set themselves really insane extreme fitness challenges and even diet plans, you know, like fad diets, they're not long lasting. They're not going to be continuing it. I mean, a lot of the time working out every single day is just not sustainable for your body. So I think it's all about doing what works for you. January is no different to any other month throughout the year. My aim with health and fitness is just to have a healthy, balanced approach to food and exercise, and I don't make any extreme choices at any particular point throughout the year. I just keep it consistent, and if my body's feeling a bit tired, like it kind of did at the beginning of January, I just, you know, take it easy. And then usually during the summer I'm most active because that's when I just wake up early, so much energy, love going on my runs, love going to like Barry's, Co-box and everything, and I really enjoy it, and it gives me so much motivation throughout the rest of the day. And equally yoga, you know, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I just feel like doing half an hour of yoga today, and that is absolutely perfect for me. So I just think it's all about listening to your body, having a very balanced approach to it all, healthy, steady approach throughout the whole year. And don't feel bad if January just wasn't your month and you were looking at other people that had, you know, achieved all of these like fitness and diet goals. Like, it's okay, you know, you can start this at any point during the year if you want to, and if not, absolutely fine. That's what health is, right? It's different for every single person, and health is about well-being, and you need to feel good about yourself and good about what exercise you're doing and what food you're eating. It just all needs to click and feel right for you. So I think that's everything. January for me was all about resetting, recharging. Let me know how your January was down below in the comments. If your January was like all about mad fitness, then well done. I absolutely applaud you, especially if you live in a cold country right now. Like, it's really, really hard sticking to any kind of fitness routines. And equally, if you have had a super, super chilled January and you've just been taking care of yourself, then well done. It's not easy to do. So yeah, comment down below for me and I will try and reply to as many comments as possible. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you very soon. Bye.